Dad had a long involvement in the swine industry. He was in the purebred industry initially and indeed was part of the evolution to higher performance animals at that time. And in part of that, he was recognized as being someone that was able to judge good animals. And so in the background, you'll see a cane that he used to use when he was invited to both inside the country and outside the country to look at animals and to provide that kind of judgment on what was a good pig and what was not. As I was growing up, we were active in pig production in one sort or another, and it was an area where I enjoyed the work and later obviously enjoyed the people too. Production basically started here in the Acme area and then expanded out from here. We've got facilities just west of Acme. We've got facilities east of Drumheller, and then we also have a production facility near to Strathmore. In addition to that, we work with producers in other areas for things like finishing barns. Sonterra is an organization that evolved basically from our farming roots and from the family and people in the organization looking for and finding opportunities to diversify downstream. At the processing end, our business is sending fresh, high-quality pork to our customers in Japan and also domestic products. And then at the production end, we operate some grain land and a number of production facilities that we use to produce genetically targeted products for our customers at the end of the chain. Ray actually is leading the organization and spends a lot of time on the meat and the economic side. Glenn does the retail side. My mother is still active in some of the in-house newsletters and PR kinds of things that we do. And the next generation also is involved in different aspects of the business. There has been opportunities for both family and extended family, if you like, in terms of people that have joined and been willing to contribute, and many of those have made a huge difference. It has a family atmosphere that we try and foster, but it is much more than that in that we've got tremendous people that have been part of the organization. We were able to attract people that had a passion for the future, and that included a veterinarian named Dr. Jack Greenway, who was one of the leaders in creating a higher health status animal, and Dr. Howard Ferdine, who is a world-renowned geneticist both in beef cattle and in pigs. Production, processing, and retail, we've got people willing and excited about job opportunities there to work with us, to be able to contribute and to have a future for their families. And for us, it's very important that it's a positive environment. It has opportunities associated with it. It's not a lot different than 100 and some years ago for this province. When we had opportunities and didn't have people to do it, what happened was a large migration of our forefathers who came and said, oh yeah, I'm willing to do that, let's make this happen. And I'm pretty excited about the retail part because what it has done for us is it's a more stable income source. It doesn't have the volatility of the primary production level. The reason that we did that is largely to be able to actually test what it is that we're producing. If we've got a product that is better for consumers, then we want to be able to know that and actually have it produced. And if we've got one that's not measuring up, then we pull back from that. Some of the concepts that we've done in our retail division, in the early days we were told would not work. The example of the Commerce Place location or Bankers Hall location in Calgary, that was not done, right? You don't put a food retail establishment in the bottom of an office building. Nobody does that. Well, we did it, and the idea was we were targeting a market that was a little bit different than the large box, big box stores. We believed that there would be an opportunity for people that were interested in actually having a real relationship with the butcher across the counter or that kind of thing, and be able to have a more familiar atmosphere that was positive and maybe even enjoyable at the same time as delivering wholesome, healthy product. My role is primarily to deal with the things at a board level, if you like, or at the policy level, and to some extent to the political level. Albertan and Canadian agriculture has progressed extremely well. It's one of the leaders in the world in terms of what we do. but it's not appreciated for that, and to some extent the lack of knowledge at the consumer level or the public political level compromises our ability to be able to pursue those things and do those things that we could. It takes a very supportive and understanding family for sure. In my own case, I've tended to get involved in some things around and outside of school and do some coaching and have some extra contact with family that way too, but it's a case of making the most of you can with the time that you have, and then making the best choices you can in terms of that balance. I didn't expect it at all. It's something that you don't start out with that end in mind. It's a case of doing what you can and recognizing that there's always more to be done. So I'm certainly appreciative of the award and feel very good about it. It's all about feeling good about what you do and feeling good about the people that you're working with. I don't think you could categorize any accomplishments as your own, really. In my case, I was very fortunate to have a very supportive family and group of friends and co-workers that kind of caught the vision and pursued it with passion. So it was an enjoyable thing for us to evolve as an organization and as a group of people through the times that the industry itself was changing over the last 25, 30 years.